What's up, guys? It's Mrjamvad, and today we are back on the Pokemon Showdown server. And you guys have been killing it, just likes wise, engagement wise, but also I can always tell. I don't know, the channel has an energy, but I can always tell when everybody's gonna be engaged and when the channel's engaged. It's usually a combination of me playing, to the level you guys are used to. The teams are interesting, the metagame is fun. And you guys have just been killing the like button. It's been really helping draw a lot of new people to the academy. And speaking of which, I have something I want to show you guys. So this is the academy Discord. If you want to join it, links in the description. It's free. But I had a newer player called, shoutouts to Encrypted. He's actually 12 years old, trying to figure out how to get into Pokemon. And the way the academy invited him and did their best to just help him and provide all the resources they can. Reading the chat was just a pleasure, man, and it really touched me, because it's like, man, nobody's around, they have no reason to do this, yet the brotherhood that exists, and people saying, yo, hit me up whenever you want, it was just a beautiful thing, man. And so yeah, shoutouts to y'all. Matter of fact, there's so many people. Shoutouts to Herb. Shoutouts to CEOs of Strong Jaw, Ishiku. Let me spell that right. You already know you can't say that, but shoutouts to you, man. Every one of y'all. Very big shoutouts to y'all. That's what it's about. And so today we're gonna be using Choice Banded Lycanroc as we hop right into it. Yeah, it's super. There's no way. There is no way. This dude has a Lycanroc himself. This is the only time you'll ever see two Lycanrocs in the same battle. Thing about his is he gets swept by Choice Banded Accelrock. Dead. In fact, all I need to do is kill the Mrjamvad and call me Choice Banded Lycanroc Sweep, because that's my new name. And so let's slow down and left, right, and out. This would be lovely if I could just destroy him with Lycanroc or Accelrock. I'm adamant, because I've been feeling Adamant Cinderace have been just doing so much that I'm feeling adamant mons lately. And so Como's core purpose is going to be to guard against said Lycanroc upon lead, most likely. Doesn't really serve a purpose beyond that. It could help with the Scolipede on the off chance that is some kind of setup variant. Scolipede is a non-factor because Corviknight can defog freely. Lycanroc obviously is going to be there for Volk and every one of the Shell Smashers, quite frankly. Clefable is going to be there for I got to be careful of his Mag. Definitely got to be careful of his Mrjamvad. I don't want to give that a ton of free switch-ins, or any free switch-ins for that matter. And so it's going to be critical to keep a Zero Aura at its utmost, prevent the Shell Smash if I can. Don't allow rocks if I can, prevent rocks if I can. And just position myself properly. Mag and Cloyster are my biggest impediments, and so I'm anticipating a taunt here. You don't want rocks up in this game, right? And so surprise there. I'm debating, obviously he's gonna go for rocks, and so I could go to Corviknight here. No, because he can Endeavor, right? So my Como is gone, but he didn't get rocks up, which is a big deal. And so he can't opt for anything except, everything is walled. If he goes for Volk, so he goes Cloyster, which is great for us because we get to body press hard. I'm pretty sure he's just gonna attack us. Oh, he doesn't even attack. Oh my Como god, and he's adamant. That wouldn't have killed, but then his Ice Shard wouldn't have killed me, and then we'd have been able to pick him off with a Accelrock. So this is a phenomenal start to this game, as obviously we're gonna hard Zero Aura here, as he's gonna attempt to Air Slash. He can't guard against Plasma Fist, and so I'm gonna go for it. He can't boost with Scolipede either. He could be Choice Scarf as Volcarona. He's physical. He's Fizz that Volcarona. And so we could get hit by the Flame Body here, which sucks. In fact, that probably wasn't the smartest decision in hindsight. Yeah, that probably wasn't the smartest decision in hindsight. Risking the Flame Body. I should have Volt Switched out into Lycanroc, If he quivered that was actually very stupid. And so now he can go to Mrjamvad, and he can try to go for shit. That was actually really stupid on my end. That was actually very dumb on my end. And so I'm actually forced to go to Lycan Rock. If he shift gears, he shouldn't be able to knock me out. Like, these sets aren't able to super effectively hit stuff like Lycan Rock. And so they're draining his stored power. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna be dual dance. Right. Please, Lycan Rock, hit. Oh my Lycan goodness. Oh, you're a beast. You're a beast. And so outside of the range of draining kiss, please, Lycan Rock. Like, you're the beast. Come on, man. That might have just lost me the game, man. That might have just lost me the game by itself. How many? Fuck, man. That's super whack. So what I have to do is, because he's gonna start man, that's super whack, bros. Oh boy. There's just one thing I needed. It's fucking 90%. But again, I shouldn't have put myself in this position, and it just goes to show, like, you know, if bullshit can happen, it will happen. And so I'm gonna have to PP stall a ton of these moves, because Corviknight's gonna have to be like our go-to guy to stall out a lot of this shit, and I might be able to. That's so stupid, man. Let's see how much we're taking. That's super frustrating. Sword Power has too much PP. Yeah, that's so fucking stupid, man. That's so fucking stupid, man. But it is what it is. Me critting Cloyster wouldn't have changed the game. Like, Cloyster not getting crit basically wouldn't have changed the game. Like, that wouldn't have changed the game. So for him to get the flame body and for me to miss the drill run, you know, I'm using that fucking Lycan Rock, and so times like those are just super frustrating, because it's like, come on, man. Like, but it is what it is. We just gotta move on. Golly, that pissed me off. All right, so Como, fuck. Oh, I thought this guy was a troll. Shout outs to you, bro, but don't do that again. Don't PM me for clout. But yeah, so Como gotta keep him up. That one just I had him like Lycan Rock, just straight, just hit. I just hit there, Lycan Rock sweep. You know. God. Oh man. Alright, so let's break this down. Como guards well against 1, 2, if not toxic Rotom, 3, potentially 4. Weak to Zam and Clef. We're gonna work together with those. Zam and Clef, Corviknight, wall Zam and Clef. Alright, so my defensive core should wall him out. Your Shifu is my biggest concern. And Plot Dragon rapes my opponent's team. Lycan Rock also destroys him once I close combat the correct Pokemon, and so for that reason I'm curious as to whether or not your Shifu is choice. And so what I'll do is my best play here is to I'm surprised he let Alakazam. I could go hard Corviknight here, but since I'm Spadef Clef, even if he does plot, I'm mixed defensive Clef, and so he does have the Life Orb. But as I said, even if he did plot, he can't knock me out. This allows me to, and I can Wish Protect versus the Ferrothorn and the Clefable and get my Mandibuzz and get my health back. Could opt for your Shifu hard here. Obviously I can't protect, but I don't know he's not gonna go for. Oh, he could CC. He could CC. Oh, it's Rapid Strike. Okay, that's good and bad. But forced to go Como here. Yeah, you hate to see it. And so that's It's giving me that accelrock range. Everybody's gonna be in accelrock range. Everybody's stone edgeable, and so obviously my opponent. I keep saying obviously. Nothing's fucking obvious. So I was gonna say my opponent now is forced to go to Clefable. You know, that's the only thing he has that can touch me, and the fact that he took that much damage means he's almost never gonna go for. I wonder if this is a Spadef. So at this point, my Zero Aura, I think that was Bandit. I don't fucking know. Like at this point, my Zero Aura is quite good. Zero Aura and Lycanroc are quite good. Me going Corviknight, he's gonna teleport. That doesn't really serve me, and I don't want to go hard Clef. And so, like, as much as I want my Clef healed, what I'll do is hard Lycanroc here. What I'll do is, if he wishes, I'm gonna put him in a position where he's gonna get punished. So if he tries to teleport, please hit. I think this kills. Oh, so close. And so likely U-turn coming out unless he Scarf. That's banded. I don't need this anymore, but I'd have liked to have had it, you know. So he's banded, obviously, by the damage. Okay. Yeah, I close combat here. That missed, but it doesn't matter because he's banded, and so at this point, if Lycanroc just hits his moves, we should win this game. But you know, these tough requests. So we're saving Zero Aura and Lycanroc. And opting for Clef. I figured he'd do that. And so could be a Jar Ball variant. The reason why I don't want to waste a turn having him get rocks up and Jar Balling and me not getting any value out of the turn. And so I have a couple options. I could throw up a Wish, and then we're staring down a Hydreigon, because Hydreigon also wins. Like once that Nasty Plot, Hydreigon wins. Question is, can I plot versus this? It's likely not going to be the case. And so we're gonna tech to see what he does. Okay, so he goes for that. Okay, so he doesn't have it. Okay, he's setting up a ton of spikes. Those don't matter, as long as you can't touch. Yeah. Like this game might just be over from the jump just now. Plus I can defog whenever I so choose. Yeah, so he knocks. Rotom is a non-factor. I can always go to Hydreigon on it. And so, as I mentioned, I could have teleported there, but he might Volt Switch. Doesn't have a switching though. Please, oh fuck, I forgot about it. I forgot Rotom was a discharge. And you know the way this game's going, like he was 100% getting the para there. So that's a really big deal. Because I shouldn't have risked that, man. I completely blanked on discharge. I expected Nasty Plot there. I completely blanked on discharge, and that's a problem. Fuck. So he might pivot to Clef, but that doesn't matter as much. Please hit. This doesn't matter as much. I'd like to hit though. Alright, so basically Pokemon is like, my man, you don't deserve any more points. And so, again, just like in the first game, and you have to learn these lessons over time, you know, I gotta play in a way where I have to assume hacks is a possibility, right? And so, I should have never even risked this. I should have never risked Hydreigon, and I should have never risked the burn in the last game. Otherwise, the Magearna would have never had a shot to sweep me because it has to Calm Mind and had to take knockoffs, and so I should have just Volt Switched out right into Lycanroc. The Magearna would have never had a sweeping opportunity, a setup opportunity. But I figured, you know, again, Drill Run twice, 90% chance, you'd figure that would come about, but you know. And so now we're staring down a threatening Rotom. So there's Flash Cannon here, Surging Strikes. This is just his best play, so it makes sense. And so Zera has to take this damage, unfortunately, as I opt for Plasma Fist. Wait, what? He was scarfed? That was scarf damage? Shit. Yep. So it's gonna be that kind of game today, bros. Shit. Might have Pain Split. Shit. Come on, man! Come the fuck. Are you serious? Now I might. Because this is the only thing he has to touch, Corviknight. And so. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Now this fool gets the fucking. Are you serious? This dude's 1930. You know how easy these past 2 games were? Do you know how easy these last 2 games were? So maybe he'll like, I don't fucking know, like, yeah. So it went from, hey, this is doable, I can win, to, yeah, bros, shit is over. And so, because he is, fucking shit, dude. I gotta just learn to adapt. That's my next level of learning. Cause I haven't had my general bad luck in quite some time, and so I guess I got comfortable, and I'm like, okay, you know, I'm not gonna lose. Just good luck. And so obviously Ferrothorn's getting sacked here. The reason I couldn't accelrock, I may be able to accelrock. Nah. Too much hacks. Because I don't want him. I really want to go. That actually might have helped me. That might actually help me. That might have actually helped me. If he goes Urshifu first, then I know he has a lot of. Oh, he has Aqua Jet. Fuck. I fucking lose now. Man. 2 of the easiest games of all time, bros. Oh boy. At least we're getting 1900 opponents so we can get our points back. Super frustrating games, man. How much did we drop from that? We dropped like 50 points from that. What's up? Have fun. So now my brain is really in a fritz because I've never been one to pretend like it's like, if I was using a serious ass team, then sure, but like when I'm using weird stuff like Banded Lycanroc and I get hacks, I get like so frustrated because I'm like, come the fuck on, as if I'm not down 1 mind low key already. We throwing that on there. See, I was at 2018 till yeah, getting back. Yeah, I mean, it happens, man. You know, that was the best of us. So we have to keep Como at the utmost for 4 months. Well, 3 drill. You know, really 2 Cinderace, Zeraora primarily. Hydreigon, I have to murk him with Hydreigon very early. I had Toxic on this Zeraora, I no longer have that. And so he struggles with Clef plus I might be able to pull off something with accelrock, but I'll have to wait and see. I'll have to wait and see. This is not an easy game for me. This is not an easy game for me. Because I know he's gonna knock, but my Clef doesn't need this item in this game. It doesn't need to be leftovers for any particular reason. Yeah. And so I could see him harding the Cinderace / Drill here. The thing is, it's not a KO, and so like that's semi-risky because I could just knock again. I mean, I could just yeah, I was gonna say that's really risky. That wasn't personally in I wouldn't have made that play, meaning like under normal circumstances I would not have double knocked. And that's why I said well played, because but I'm like high risk, high reward, and so this Drill can't touch Corviknight because it's a bandit. So I mean, it doesn't have Swords Dance. So I'm expecting a double switch here, right? To Zeraora, anticipating my Zeraora, my Corviknight, which allows me to wish again as he volt switches. And so Drill being Drill, so I'm gonna double the Como because it covers both. If he goes for Iron Head, I get the Rocky helmet damage, right? And I get that wish, which allows me to go because what I'm trying to do is, so Drill is already low enough, Zera is almost within fucking, and so Togekiss / Slowbro, either one I'll take. Oh fuck, he has Toxic on this. That's not good. I didn't like to see that. Which means these don't generally run. The reason I'm Toxicing is because when I know is, yeah, they generally run Future Sight these days. I know Future Sight goes to Protect, and so my opponent likely is gonna opt for teleport into. That's fine. I'll force that Hippowdon in. And Hippowdon being forced in means Dragon gets to come in. Oh, that sucks. But that was good on him though. So he's super weak to my Zeraora. So I want to take advantage of me taking. So he's Whirlwind, which means he knows he can't touch Hydreigon, which means it'd be wise of him to pull a double switch out here. I'd say Cinderace. Cinderace is definitely the biggest problem, particularly a Life Orb variant or anything with a Gunk Shot, and so Cinderace is too big of a problem for me to just give him a free switch into it, especially because Como is my Cinderace check. This is a tough turn. It might be worth me going for knockoff here because Cinderace is such a problem. Him earthquaking as I go to Hydreigon is gonna be devastating. He's gonna pretty much lose a mind, which I don't think he wants. Cinderace just makes so much sense as a double here. So I'm gonna actually go Clef as a mid ground. I don't want to risk. Right. Surprised he rocked. Because as I just mentioned, Cinderace is such a problem. And so very interesting decisions, as I'm gonna just go for the knockoff here to remove whatever item this thing is packing as he goes to his Driller. And so very similar situation here. Actually, I'm gonna hard Corv because he's gonna stand. Yeah. It's just a question of what, if I defog here, does that serve me in the way I want versus U-turn on potential Clef. No, U-turn is superior. Guarantees me a KO here. Well, not guarantees, but very surprised by the Hippowdon play. Yeah, very surprised by the Hippowdon play. And so we flash cannon here on the out chance to Togekiss's Scarf. I don't want that getting a free switch in. We already know that we wall drill. Rock Slide did 24%. With hacks, he kills me. I'd double switch here, personally, yeah. And that's fine. I'll what I'm concerned about is the Cinderace, but the way it's playing out, because Zeraora can't 2-hit KO this. The way it's playing out, I might just be able to pull this off with solely Clef. Because what he did well there was keep Corviknight low. but he also has to keep sand up to do any real damage. And now I can Draco Meteor freely, and so if Hippowdon chooses to come in whenever it feels like, he's gonna be in a very bad spot. And so I want Como-O to be alive, that way the Cinderace has to Zen Headbutt me, or to has to lock itself into something that isn't a fighting move if it's packing that. And so Clef beats everything. I'm gonna keep the Rocky Helmet. Oh, Evolve Switch is correct. Good play. But this is better positioning for me. Yeah. Because what this means is now, well, I think you have to teleport. You have to teleport back into Zeraora. Yeah, you have to teleport. Now you have Cinderace in, and we're going to find out what the Cinderace is. It actually opts for Drill, which I didn't expect, because with every Drill switch, Hydreigon gets a kill. And if you Iron Head this turn as I go for, well, I'll just protect here. Should just Rock Slider. Yeah. So Corviknight being at full guards against Hippo forever, guards against Drill forever. Because Corviknight is going to get 2k by Rock Slide plus. That Future Sight double switch was classic play. And so I don't know what the Cinderace is, but the way he's playing it is not banded, so it's probably bulk up. And because I'm pretty sure it's bulk up, I don't want it to get any free bulks. Gotta play Hydreigon intelligently. So there's the Iron Head. I die. So if I opt for a Corviknight for healing, that's just to guard against. That's not worth it. That's not worth it. And maybe sacking that wasn't even the best play, to be honest. But yeah, we get to Draco Meteor for free here. Even if he goes Hippowdon, I heal on Powdon. Powdon actually gets 2 KO'd here, which opens up accelrock a bit more if Slowbro goes down. So I'm gonna Draco again. Please hit. Okay, that's big damage on Cinderace. That's big damage. And he's, again, as I said, likely bulk up. Clef beats Slowbro. Clef beats his entire team, except Clef beats his entire team. So at this point, Zera is a problem for him. But he can Sucker Punch. I don't KO Drill. So this is tough, because free switching to Clefable means a KO. But which one do I want more? Zeraora or... And if he gives me Hippowdon, Lycanroc just destroys him. Slowbro is worthless. Clef is only threatened, I think, by the Dexedrill, and so I think it's time to give up this. Plus, I don't want him bulking up. So he Pyro Balls, which puts him in range. I could go Lycanroc here and make a ballsy play in Stone Edge, but Drill Run. No, Slowbro coming in doesn't serve me. And so he's heavy duty boots. If he has Gunk Shot, I'd be surprised. I'm quite defensive. Okay, Pyro Balls as I knock him out with Moonblast and Sandstorm. So he's Smooth Rock. And so I'm gonna sack Zero Aura to get the free switching on, because we can't allow this to take any damage. And so we sack Zera. My qualm is I might end up not sacking Zera and keeping Corviknight, because what my qualm is his. So let's think. He has 2 switch-ins left with this. If I go Corv, so I protect here for a Sandstorm. So Sandstorm is gone, right? And so if I go Corviknight, Corviknight doesn't get 2 KO'd, and then I go Lycanroc on the other turn, then I can Stone Edge free. Do I even need to Stone Edge? I just want to think about all my options, because I want, obviously Clef, he wants Clef to be low. And so if I get the free switch into Corviknight, Corviknight beats everything except Zero Aura. And if I get the free switch into... But what I'm afraid of is if I sack Zero Aura here, then on my Corviknight's Roost, he goes to his own Zero Aura, and he just goes for Plasma Fist again. And so maybe it's better for me to go Corviknight, pivot to Lycanroc on his Rock Slide. We could Iron Head again. Or maybe I sack Lycanroc, get the free switch into Corviknight, but then I have to predict Zero Aura. That's a speed tie. No, I don't like that either. This is tough, because I don't have leftovers either. I wonder if I die to Plasma Fist. That's a big deal if I don't. If I do die to Plasma Fist from Lycanroc. So let's go Zero Aura, All Out Attacker, Lycanroc, Dusk, yeah. Plasma Fist, 65 to 80. No Magnet. Lustrous Orb, sure. 72 to 84. So I don't die, which means I'm gonna sack Zero Aura here. It's gonna come down to a few plays. Because obviously he gets the Iron Head here. I also could U-turn here, or he could opt for the flinch. He goes to Hippo though, which might have been a misplay. His Hippo is healed, but like Hippo was never the problem. And so this allows my Clef to come in, if Clef gets to come in, as he's leftover, Sandstream, V5, okay. Leftovers, he could Earthquake this turn. Earthquake would make some sense. But I'm not gonna D5, I don't need to. So we're gonna Brave Bird. Yeah, Earthquake made a lot of sense there. Yeah. And so here's the thing, right? So he's Brave Birding. That doesn't really matter to me. Why am I so fucking slow? Holy shit. And so I get to U-turn here because he's gonna slack off. I am slow as dicks. And so me getting the chance to go for Wish here is a big deal. He's gonna fish for a crit because he needs to. Hopefully he doesn't. Oh, that was close. And so now my Clef is back. Oh, right. Fuck. I forgot Whirlwind goes for Protect. Shit. This game's actually going to be really close. I just made a huge mistake. I forgot Whirlwind went through Protect. So he's going to likely try to get his Slowbro in, because I can U-turn infinitely here. Oh man, that's actually really bad. So what I'll do is PP stall out. Let me see, earthquake. I think you get PP stall too. Yeah, so it still PP stalls it. And so I can keep doing this until say Whirlwinds as he gets Lycan Rock in. And then Whirlwind gets PP stalled too, I think. Man. Whirlwind. I don't know if it's getting PP stalled actually. So he might have just won. So he should go Zero Aura here. Yeah. The Whirlwind protect play really messed me up. And so, you know, obviously here you can just Scald spam. I've lost this game. I lost 3 in a row. This one was not to hacks though. I think my opponent used his extra drill well. He used it better than I expected extra drill to be used, in the sense of I could have killed his extra drill a long time ago. And I underestimated the value. The biggest, I thought I won when I wished. Like I would have just won the game right there, and I completely forgot about the fact that yeah. And so I'll just make my best plays, kind of. These calls, yeah, GG. But yeah, look at that, 3 losses in a row. Now it's not the team. I could have easily won all 3 games. Last one completely my mistake, but the first 2 complete rubbish. And so I do believe in this team in the sense of like I think Lycan Rock has a niche. Obviously versus a Hippodon matchup, it's not going to be the best. And also looking back, I couldn't have run around a Toxic from the Slowbro. I'd have to know Slowbro runs Toxic, and in that position I can't let him teleport in on my Clef with the drill. I think Corviknight may have been low enough to where the drill, and him pivoting him back and forth with Zera. So I don't regret staying in with Slowbro. Generally they do have Future Sight or whatever Toxic my Como. That was a pretty big turn, so I learned a lot from there. I'm actually gonna grab one more, not because of the losses or anything. I can get those points back. It's just the first 2 ones were such easy points, and that those irked me. And again, I could have potentially played Hydreigon better. I didn't account for how much. And also, what set up rocks versus me? Hippodon. I could have also accounted better for rocks being up. There are certain turns, like for example, when he went for stealth rocks with my Clef coming in. If I went Hydrate that turn, destruction. So he's 18-15. So I'm down to 18-36. Down to 18-36. Let's see if we're just not gonna win a game today, guys, because it's crazy. But again, I don't regret any of my plays. Very similar situation to that game in the stress stall yesterday. Clef is gonna just sit. The only downside here is I have to wish, and wish and switch. But Corviknight plus Clef versus these style of teams is just devastating. And then Nasty Plot Hydreigon, you know, assuming I knock off the Chansee's item, is gonna be devastating as well. And so we're just gonna have to be patient. Lycan Rock is very good in this one if I click the correct move as well. And so I'm gonna really showcase Lycan Rock in this one, but watch the patience. Watch the patience. So for turn 1, unless it's a Gyro Ball variant of Ferrothorn, that would be annoying. But turn 1, remove that item. Rocky Helmet. We don't want that up. That's go for spikes. Understandable. Problem is you can't force this Clef out, and so we're just gonna be chilling for a minute, as your Ferrothorn is already within my range of my Lycan Rock. Notice he doesn't have a rock switching. And so I showed knock, which, you know, you kind of don't want to do, but he doesn't have anything to. Oh, so he has Gyro Ball. Okay, I'm gonna have to stall those. So we'll wish here. Fortunately we're defensive, and so yeah, he knocks. So he has knockoff. So we're gonna get the Clef back up. That's what we didn't want to see. We don't want to see a Gyro Ball variant, but yeah, there's no way for me to stop his wish. So let me take this item. So he's Calm Mind variant. So perhaps can he beat me? Let's find out. Maybe I was getting too cocky here. So let's U-turn out. If he has something to touch Corviknight is super rare these days, and so he does have something to touch Corviknight, and that seems like Life Orb. My Zero is so good. Man, I'm really weak to this. My Zero is so good though, so good, and so I'm questioning whether or not I want Zeraora to be my last ditches or my Lycanroc. The game's still far from over. I just did not expect Calm Mind. I actually expected some unaware stuff with Wish when getting Ferrothorn back up. Do I Lycanroc here? But my Lycanroc is gonna miss. The way the games have been going today. So this sucks. This really sucks. But I haven't seen a Calm Mind Clef in quite some time. So based on how much that did, Lycanroc certainly would have killed him. If I go Lycanroc, you expect a rock move, and then you go to it. I really want to, because my Corviknight is also low, so he gets to keep spikes up. And this Clef is faster than my. Oh man, this is just not good, like in every way. But Clef, Como-O, Lycanroc, we can somehow pull this out. And so I'm gonna drill run. Please fucking hit. Okay, Ferrothorn comes in. Mandibuzz could come. Mandibuzz could come out here, but I figured he wouldn't know if I was banded damage or not. And so Ferrothorn being gone means once I defog, we Gucci, and I can Wish Protect as man, this is a tough game. Tough. Because my initial switch here would be I'd need to outplay him here, but he's just gonna go to Zeraora. So like no matter what I do, we're staring down Zeraora. And so my best mon to have in is Como-O, and I have to Wish Protect. Okay, so he foul plays. That was like terrible play. Should never foul play there. So maybe we can pull something back. Because obviously here we're gonna be staring down a Toxapex. This could be a toxic variant of Mandibuzz, but that's not that important to me. Yeah, that's not that important to me. So he has toxic. Okay. It's bad that I'm toxic, but like it wasn't that important to me that he was toxic, if that makes sense. And so we have to Moonblast spam here, unfortunately, because we can't allow his Clef to get a free switch in. Yeah, and so this is what he was afraid of. And so my Lycanroc is still alive to where if Zeraora tries to bulk up, I can clap him with Rocky Helmet plus repeated Moonblasts. And he seems to be his Life Orb, 53%. No, this is way too important for me to let it go. And so Corviknight plus Hydreigon and Clef can stall. Corviknight can stall Chansey. And so I just need my defensive core. If Life Orb did 53, again, just not worth the risk. So Plasma Fist has us way too much PP. So let's take. Hopefully we can get 2 rounds out of this. 2 rounds of Rocky Helmet. It seems like we're gonna be able to. Yep, nice. And so I mean I can't really switch. Okay, so he goes Buzz, which is alright. It does mean like he's gonna really struggle with this Clefable now. Gonna really struggle with this Clefable. Yeah, you're gonna really struggle. And I say really struggle. You're gonna really struggle with this Clef. Why didn't you taunt last turn? If you had taunt. So what the fuck is this set? He doesn't have this is such a weird team, bro. But like it would have been perfect if he taunted last turn. But now you're like, what? You should have taunted last turn. And so I'm gonna try to wish my Corviknight back up when he goes to Toxapex, because he'll have to. And so he's just roost stalling. I have enough Moonblast to stall a roost stall situation. Taunt roost toxic fall. You should have taunted, dude. Unfortunately, so eventually, crits won't do anything. But how many roosts does he have left? Yeah. Could wish here. Nah, it's a waste of time. Foul play isn't doing any kind of damage. I mean, foul play is gonna kill my Corviknight, so I can't restall back to Corviknight. So he's trying to roost to the point where he can switch in back on rocks. Okay, excellent. And so, you know, obviously Zeraora dies and the other two can't touch me. It's like, this is a frustrating thing, man. Like, I know what to do to win these games so easily, and the game said no. It's like, yo, Jam, like, sit to the side, sit to the side. So we're pushing this to an hour Saturday live. And because I just want to play, man. Like, honestly, I just wanted to use this damn Lycanroc team and just play some sick games, bro. Sick games. And so we gotta, and this is something I used to do all the time back when I used to get hacks, like every, like, if it can happen, it will happen. And that became like a meme within my channel, you know, and within this space. But, yeah, so I used to play accounting for hacks. You can tell I haven't been hacked in a long time. This is based on how I played that Volcarona. I didn't even consider the hacks. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm just gonna Plasma Fist this. As if when I get burnt, the Magearna can't just come in. And then I assumed I was gonna hit Drill Run. Like, these are things I'd never do. I'd always opt for the 100%. And so that was very humbling. Very humbling indeed, as my opponent has a very similar team, but again, Cinderace, mad problematic for us. If that's a Bandit or Shifu, I'd actually love to lead with my Lycanroc here. Actually, I'm slower than your Shifu. I'm adamant. Actually, I'm bad at this game. Certainly our Zeraora, so good. Like, positioning Zeraora versus Mandibuzz, Toxapex, and it's just a KO. It's just a KO. But let's break it down. So Como guards against Cinderace primarily, like, meaning, you know, I need this Rocky Helmet damage. Cinderace is problematic if it's a bulk up variant, and so we're gonna need that for those U-turn Rocky Helmet rolls. Clefable's primary purpose is gonna be to sit versus your Shifu, sit versus Mandibuzz, sit versus Chansey, sit versus Toxapex, absorption. And so all the things that can force me out don't like to get knocked, and so that's what Clef's purpose is gonna be. Corviknight is gonna sit as well, sit versus everything really except Cinderace. Can stall out your Shifu if I need to. I don't know the role for Wicked Blow and all that. Probably a lot if he's banded. Until I can get Zeraora set up and poised. Dragon's not going to do anything as long as that Chansey around. And Lycanroc is super good if I click the correct move. If I click the correct move each turn, it's over with. And so, as I said, I'm going to sit for the most part. If this is a shift gear variant, I'd be shocked if he shift geared turn 1. But what I don't want is a trick variant. And so, what's the worst case scenario? Him staying into trick me specs as I go Hydreigon. Him shift gearing for free would be pretty bad. Clef is far too important. As crazy as it seems, I'm thinking about going, if he goes for, they don't usually run Flash Cannon as specs. This is just so important to my team. This is gonna be do or die. I might lose the game turn 1 from this. Okay, so he has Volt Switch, which implies that he's either gonna switch his move here, or he's gonna go for because you don't want Zeraora in. He's either gonna Flash Cannon showing me that he is not choice, or he's gonna switch up moves here. Or he's gonna switch out, but I don't know what he'd switch out into if you're expecting Zero Aura. I'm never switching Zero Aura hard in, by the way. And so I'm gonna wish as he volt switches again. And so him volt switching there, knowing I could have gone to Zero Aura, gives me a lot of information. And him just mindlessly going Chansey here gives me a lot of information, because he's not accounting for knockoff. And so obviously here we get to knock again on whatever. Okay, so T-Wave guy, got you. I'm gonna knock off again here. T-Wave guy. That's not fun. T-Wave guy, huh? So Chansey is Hydreigonable. I can't have Cinderace just willy-nilly coming in. So he Seismic tosses, as we're gonna get to Wish here. Yeah. You get to knock off again. And so he just, okay. That's all we want. Okay. And so obviously he's gonna heal. And so wonder what the roll on this is. Lycanroc. Nah, Adamant, baby. I feel like he's the type to stay. The way he's playing the game, he seems like he'd stay in here. I just changed Lycanroc to Chansey. I need to stop after this game. Like Stone Edge of 70 to. I'd be staring down Pex. I could also double switch out into Zero Aura here, but it doesn't kill Pex. Him allowing this to get yeah, I figured he'd go Pex. So this isn't the best for us. This isn't the best for us. I'm gonna hard Corviknight because I don't want Clef's item gone, and two, I don't care if Corviknight is burnt. I don't want Rocks up anymore. It's gonna be a problem for my Zero Aura to freely switch and for my Lycanroc to freely switch. And so now that I know he's like comfortable, okay, I'm gonna go Zero Aura. I'm gonna go not Zero Aura. I'm gonna go pretty much always gonna go to what's this called? So he might just Scald for the burn. Yeah. Doesn't get it though, so that's a Scald wasted. And I'm gonna Roost here. Again, I don't need to be at full for any reason. He should knock again. But he Scalds. Doesn't get the burn, which is dope. That's great for us. As what this does is allows us to go for the U-turn. And start wreaking havoc. I could have. I wonder if you die or Chansey, so maybe not. I'm debating whether I want to trade Hydreigon for Chansey. Nasty plot, probably not. Hydreigon is so strong though, and I need to game plan this out. +2 Draco Meteor does not KO. So he could go stay in and knock. He toxic. So I get a kill here. The Gearna did nothing to me, and so I do think that it's Choice Scarf. You have Toxic Knock. I don't think you have Haze. I can Draco Meteor kill you here. I mean, it just makes sense to go Mag here, but okay, Chansey's his switch. So he's definitely not going Mag. Hopefully I connect here, yeah. So Chansey's out of the game. I don't have to worry about Rocks anymore. The Mag has Volt Switch, so it's not Shift. So I don't have to worry about that as much. And as I said, Rocky Helmet Rocks, he'll never go for Zen Headbutt here as he Power Balls. And so, how do I want to play this? Because if he Zen Headbutts willy-nilly, I really don't like when people just Zen Headbutt. And so I'm actually going to Quake, because I need the damage on this for Accelrock, as I said. And Zero Aura, it's just like, if I could get the rocks, I'd like them, but I don't need the rocks for any particular kill. I mean, I guess for Como, if he has Zen, that means he has... Let's see. This is exactly what I didn't want to have happen. And so, you know, obviously he's gonna opt for the Zen headbutt here. I'm gonna toxic. We're gonna get please hit, and don't. They always hacks me on the Zen headbutt, man. They always hacks me on the Zen headbutt. I probably should have just toxic there. I didn't. Bulk up didn't cross my mind. Thing with bulk up is bulk up kid hacks, right? Please, for the love of Pete. I can only blame myself. I can only blame myself, right? Fortunately, you know, I don't go down to sucker unless, you know what, I'm not even gonna say the words, but yeah. And so speed tier wise, Zera is pretty solid. It's probably a choice mag. Again, I'm thinking Scarf. I mean, comfortably goes to your Shifu. I mean, so at this point, Mag's the only thing that can take on your Shifu. So let's stop, sit back and more. If it's a non-choice, if he opts for like a Scarf Iron Head, that puts me in an awkward position. But Scarf Iron Head won't be Scarf. He's banded. He's standing here. He's standing. Oh, he didn't. That's actually very bad that he didn't stand. Again, positionally, Corviknight's quite good. It can take a hit from Zero and eat. Take a hit from Zero and eat. What am I even talking about? And so because I'm toxic, at this point, Lycan probably is the weakest link, to be honest with you. Yeah, gotta give up Lycan. Flare Cannon, which again I think he's choiced. And so what this does is allows for me to, man, I might be in trouble here. Because I'm T-waved. That's the only reason. Like, I can get hacked. And so obviously Clef, I could opt for Zero Aura. If he Skull Burns, that's bad. What does removing Toxapex gain for me? Because I also could go to Clefable and heal. But that advice, Magearna again. Oh man, please don't luck me. Please do not. I'm asking a lot. It's just a better all-around play though. Like, I really need to get this right. He doesn't have. Please, Clef, thank you. Okay, so he volt switches. Excellent. So maybe, what the fuck? He must not be choiced. I'm tempted to volt switch here, but I don't want to waste the fact that I can just get a free KO. Yeah, like, okay. And so this definitely is gonna opt for sucker. Either way, Hydra is my best play. If he doesn't sucker, yeah, and I can pivot back to Bandit. So I pivot back to Zera. And then I get to go to Corviknight as he likely Flare Cannons hard. That's specs. Okay. Which means we're staring down Peck's next turn. Okay, he's spexed. How many Flare Cannons? 59. I think they generate in Focus Blast. And so Peck's next turn. Could you turn out? I just don't want to get burned, because then the Pex just chews me up, and Zero just wins from here. I'll be patient. As he opts for your Shifu. It's whack. I'm gonna take a ton of damage here, but how much does this do? Yeah, take a ton of damage. And so Mag can obviously Flare Cannon again. I didn't think it'd do that much to me. Well, but Brave Bird recoil. I'm so used to having leftovers. I'm slow as dicks, so I know he's faster than me. So he's gonna Fleur Cannon here. I'll have to end up predicting, which I didn't want to have to do. Flash cannon, okay. So that's not good. It would be really stupid of him to stay in here. But even if he does, I might, yeah. Yeah, it would have just been really dumb to stay in. So hopefully, we connect. Cause that's one less mon. We'll see. Because he could also double back to Mrjamvad, but he gives me Pex, which is a big deal because now I'm gonna have one extra mon, and he has to go to Mandibuzz, right? And so, let me think. If I force him to roost here, yeah, that was just his best play. I really don't want to get lucked. Like that would make a huge difference if he hacks it here. Because he has Flash Cannon, and so if he has U-turn, I don't want him U-turning me on my Zero. Actually, I don't mind him U-turning, because what I want to do is Volt Switch out to bring this into Plasma Fist range. And then I sack Hydreigon as he Fleur Cannons. He's at -1, which means Clef can eat 2. And so I Volt Switch out again. I think he might be in Plasma Fist range now. I mean, he seems to be no HP. But this is Mrjamvad we're talking about. Zero all-out attacker. Magnet. I guess Magnet's the wave. Mrjamvad. Oh, you Showdown set. No HP. 20 seconds left. Give me a sec. Plasma Fist, close, not quite yet. Okay, so he stays in. And so, because I have Spadef investment, I should eat this couple of these, right? And so this should be checkmate. I can't switch, so I have to wish. Yeah. And so me getting foul playing here would be a really good play by him. And the special attack drop just seals the deal because I get to detect Flash Cannon. Yeah, I go Zero over here. Please don't hex. Thank you. Alright, cool. Alright, so that's exactly what we needed because I don't want Mandibuzz having too much health because I won't knock him out and foul play will destroy me. And so let's just Volt Switch here and preserve Clef. We'll protect in case this one is one of the top ones too. Make sure just forfeit here. Yeah. So we just get a wish off and it's over. Alright, so that's where we're gonna end it today. An hour live. As we got back 1870. We got most of our points back. But this was just a gift to y'all as to end like a very strong week. You guys absolutely slated this week. And this is just the ups and downs of the ladder, man. Completely my fault because I could have avoided those hacks losses. And you know, just live and learn. And so thanks for watching, as I said, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.